Okay, hello. Here's a little bit more about the lunar eclipse. So the lunar eclipse is happening right now, and this is what it would look like if you were standing in Seattle, in the United States, in the Pacific time zone. So here's the moon here. Let's zoom in on it and see what it looks like right now. So you can see that it's eclipsed. The moon is in the Earth's shadow, and that's why it looks kind of red like that. The Earth's shadow is kind of red. So here's what it looks like right now. So let's go back in time to before the eclipse started. So we're just about at maximum totality about now. So let's go back to about 3:30 in the morning. There's the time down there. So before the eclipse started, okay, so there's the moon looking normal. I thought it would be interesting to see what a lunar eclipse looks like to an observer standing on the moon. So since we're using a simulator, we can do that. So let's put the moon back in the sky there. So let's guess. Find a place that doesn't have a star in it there. Okay. Let's guess what this would look like to an observer standing on the moon. So to figure this out, we can use another website called The Planets Today. Let me show you what this looks like. So this is theplanetstoday.com. And it shows you a picture of the whole solar system and where all the planets are, so you can figure out what things will look like from different points of view. So this is not to scale, by the way. So here's Earth, and we're here on Earth, and if you're in Seattle, you're here on the dark side of Earth somewhere, and you can see the moon and not see the sun. And here's the sun, and they've given the sun and moon these names, Sol and Luna, but it is the sun and moon. So lunar eclipses can only happen when things are aligned like this, right? The moon over here, and the Earth here, and the sun here. So the sun is shining on Earth, the Earth is making a shadow that goes this way, and the moon goes through that shadow. Now again, this is not to scale, so it doesn't happen every single time the moon goes around. The Earth's shadow is smaller than it looks like it would be in this picture. So if you were standing on the moon right here, what would it look like if you were looking back toward the sun? So think about that. What would it look like? Okay, so now we're going to use our simulator and see if we can see what it does look like. So here we're standing in Seattle, back in the simulator. Now we're going to change our location. This is one of the really cool things that you can do with Stellarium. You can go stand on different planets. And for this, we're going to go stand on the moon. Sorry, my screen's really dark. And we're going to stand here in this spot because I know this spot faces the Earth. Okay. And while we're at it, let's give the moon a moon-like landscape instead of this zero horizon landscape there. Okay, so you can see the astronaut's footprints there. Right, there's the moon landscape. So let's look back toward Earth. So the best way to do that is to use this search. So we're going to find Earth in the sky. There's Earth in the sky. Okay. Right, there's the moon landscape, and there's Earth in the sky. This is what you would see if you were standing on the moon. And so let's zoom in on Earth and see what it looks like close up, right? So it's full moon, so we're looking at the nighttime side of Earth. There's the sun back there. It's shining on the daytime side of Earth, which is the other side. And remember, this is just before the lunar eclipse starts, about 3:30 in the morning on the west coast of the United States. So let's see what happens as time goes forward, okay? So look, here we're going to accelerate time. There goes the sun behind the Earth. So from the moon's perspective, this looks like a solar eclipse. The sun goes behind the Earth. And here's the end of the eclipse. The sun is coming out from behind the Earth. So here's the alignment, right? The sun, and then in between is the Earth, and then we're standing on the moon in this part of the simulation. So we can check that with the planets today. All right, we're standing on the moon, and here's the Earth and the sun. So if you were standing on the moon, the sun could go exactly behind the Earth, and you would get effectively a solar eclipse. All right, so let me show you another thing you can do. If you want to do this with your kids in your class, another thing I recommend doing if you're going to go stand on the moon like this is to turn the atmosphere off. Oh, I did that automatically. Okay, the atmosphere is off because the moon doesn't have an atmosphere. If you turn on the atmosphere here, then it will think that the moon has an atmosphere like the Earth, but we know it doesn't. So make sure if you're standing on the moon that the atmosphere is off like that. But this is a cool thing to do, and check your knowledge of the arrangement of things during a lunar eclipse. I will put links to Planets Today and Stellarium, which is the software, in the description. All right, thanks for watching.